Hi Scorpio, how's everybody doing? We are here with a timeless reading for you. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, I'm seeing that you're making some moves. What it looks like is that you're coming to like more and more of an understanding of what your values are. Like it's becoming more firm and more clear to you, maybe based off of a situation that's been showing you something isn't aligned with your values. And I'm seeing that you're going to walk away from it because it's not aligned with your values. But the precious thing about this situation and the thing that you've gained from it is, like, when we get into situations, it can either be a situation that like confirms something for us because it's so much in alignment, or it affirms and confirms something for us because it's not. And so even though this is a situation where maybe you didn't find what you were looking for, you don't feel satisfied any longer, or it's not in alignment, it's still proving to be a directional force for you. And that's how I'm seeing this be a benefit for you right now. Even though it can be annoying to like have to leave something again or to walk away from it again because it's not a fit for you, this is just the flow of things right now. All right. Focusing on what you want. We have the Nine of Cups here. This is like getting to the bottom of your heart's desires and connecting with that. All right, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Fool, we have the Nine of Pentacles. You may be spending some time thinking about this. I'm seeing this as sort of being like a catalog that's connected with your heart, and you're sort of like flipping through the pages to connect with like what you really feel. Like, what is your heart really wanting to connect with? Like, what's it asking you for? What is it trying to experience here? There may also be a shift altogether when it comes to like gratitude and desires and how you're identifying with that if you are. It seems also like you're ready for a switch up. I'm seeing you be prepared for something new, something different. And you may be leaning into that, feeling like that's where you're going to find what you're looking for. Like, I'm seeing there's going to be some enjoyment that you feel based off of you doing something differently than you normally do. This can also mean it's connected with you taking a chance or taking a risk, but trusting yourself and trusting in this journey as well. But yeah, it may be something like outside of the normal lines of what you do, okay? Like something irregular even. Okay, so you're thinking about what you're trying to build within your life right now. But something here is changing. And you may be... There's an aspect about the Emperor that's shifting for you. And the Emperor is associated with like what you're planning, what you're trying to build within your life. It can be connected with your legacy. But you may be starting to see this different. And also starting to see how you want to take action differently as well. Like before you maybe saw it as a particular process. And now that process is changing. Like, you may want more from it, or there may be something that you're searching for that, like, it didn't weigh as much before, that now it holds more meaning to you, or it's become relevant. Emperor is also about you being strategic, too, and so you may be seeing strategy as something different. Like, let's use an example. Before, maybe you were just, like, throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks. Now you're in a space where maybe you have more of an idea of what strategy resonates with you. And so there's something here that you're cultivating. I'm also seeing something about a partnership that you may potentially be taking a chance on. This would be something different for you, this partnership. Definitely would be a learning experience no matter what, it seems. I'm seeing you also be in a space where you've been handling a lot independently, too. So it's interesting because maybe before you like really wanted to be an independent entity, and at this point you may be considering connecting with somebody, which would be like a new flavor for you. but there's something about there being an aspect of enjoyment that this would bring to you. Something that would feel nice to experience. There's something about feeling like you can't enjoy something, or maybe feeling like you don't have somebody to enjoy something with. Because I almost get, it's like this feeling that the Nine of Pentacles is tasting kind of lonely. And normally it doesn't. Like the Nine of Pentacles is being able to like sit and relax within your abundance and to enjoy like the fruit of your labor and all that you worked for and stuff like that. But to have Five of Pentacles, you could be feeling alone or feeling like you don't have somebody like special to share that with, or that like you're missing support, or there's something that you feel you don't have. But I'm seeing also at the same time, there are some really major things that you do have that you've worked for that feel important to you. And also, because it's not just black and white, it feels at times like there may be something that's missing, or something that you want, or something that you are missing. I do also get the sense of you kind of battling this thing and working out your process between like wanting to be independent and rely on yourself and get things done independently and have that autonomy, versus, or maybe integrated with, you being in a partnership. There may have been some like disparity when it came to the way that you were looking at joint partnerships as well too. Like you may be getting over something where you had like a lack of faith or hope that was associated with partnerships. Maybe something that you didn't realize before that's now coming to the front. Like this can be you having like doubt or feeling hopeless within a situation. And this is you like realizing that, recognizing that, and being like, why do I feel like that? Like, why is that my narrative? Why am I framing it in that way? So this is like thinking about those things and really considering that and asking yourself, like, why does it look like that to me? And why is my mind setting things up in that way? So I'm seeing something that you're reflecting on. You definitely have a lot of big responsibilities. Like even new roles that you're assuming. I'm seeing you definitely be in charge of a lot of stuff here too. There's so much stuff going on that you're working with here. You may be working with an aspect of yourself. It's like this one part of yourself that wants to be like established and responsible and consistent and like showing up and can handle like all of the stuff that you're putting on your plate. And I'm seeing you have to work with this other part of yourself that may be impulsive, that may make more like short-term moves. So it's about finding that right balance between the two. It's about like working hard and playing hard as well. Like giving yourself that consistency that you want provided within your life, but also allowing yourself to engage in things that feel exciting and inspiring to you, and like chasing after the things that you want to chase after. It feels like in moderation, because I'm seeing you not want these two energies that you're channeling to conflict with one another. You want them to be able to move together. But it looks like two like tricky energies to get to work together. Although I'm seeing just with patience, you'll be able to master this. It's just a matter of sticking with it and figuring it out and working with yourself, being patient with yourself through that process. So there's a consideration about like what you want on a more long-term level. Something that I'm seeing you've definitely been considering and thinking about for a while. Your perspective on partnerships, it seems like it's changing. There's definitely like a reframing or just like a new understanding that's budding. Now, having the Fool in the Chariot, you jumping into this transition is going to require a leap of faith. You may do something that you don't normally do. It may be like a little bit different for you. But it's something that, like, if you want this or if you want to go after, or if you want to try it, there's a sense of this going in a way that you would want it to. Like, this is a card of optimism and, like, I may not have a lot of experience or I may not know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to try it anyway. And it seems like that's the attitude that you need for you to be successful in this endeavor of yours and to also be patient. So there may be something particular with the timing as well. I get too that part of what's inspiring this is that you may feel like there's this part of you that doesn't have like anywhere to run around and play, that like you haven't really gotten to exercise, and that may be part of what's motivating you. I kind of see like this aspect of you that's sort of been caged up, and like necessarily so because you've been doing other things, but now it feels like it's this part of you that you kind of want to unleash and allow to run around. And so that's what looks like is inspiring this whole movement of yours. So I'm looking at Sag, Cancer, Aquarius. I'm hearing Neptune. Neptune is rules Pisces. Gemini, oh, Neptune is here, actually. Virgo and Aries. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.